Hey there, my dear, lovely, dreamy Pisces. This is your horoscope for March 2024. And the month of March, the planets, they are telling stories of our lives. And that story for March is beautiful, especially yours, my dear Pisces. And, planets like people, they sometimes talk to each other nicely. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes they argue. Sometimes they are in love with each other. And in March, most of them will be in a very, very friendly circles with each other, chit-chatting, exchanging twinkling aspects between each other. But only two planets will be in an argument for whole first half of March. But I will tell you about it in a bit of later. But don't worry, those two planets, it seems like you won't even notice their influence, because all other planets will be working hard to bring March for you as beautiful, as dreamy as possible, my dear Pisces. Now, March will begin with a rare conjunction, meeting of your North Node and Chiron. North Node is in astrology called Dragon Head, and there is another node, South Node. They are lunar nodes, and that South Node is called Dragon Tail in astrology. And North Node and South Node, they are destiny nodes, and the line between them, it's a destiny line. And in your natal chart, they show your destiny. They show where you should be moving, meaning towards your North Node, and what you should be releasing and leaving behind, meaning your South Node. By looking at your South Node sign, you can grasp the meaning, of who you've been in your past life, what kind of life you've been living, what you've been doing, and all these kind of things. And by looking at your North Node in this lifetime, you should be heading towards and gravitating towards characteristics of that sign. That is your North Node, is situated in your natal chart. And they are only two, and they are always opposite to each other. They are always located opposite to each other because they are lunar nodes, and because of them, eclipses happen. And this year, 2024, it's a dragon year according to Eastern horoscope, according to Eastern calendar, and it's a very important meetup. And North Node, aka Dragon Head, meeting up Chiron. It's a rare conjunction because last time this happened in 2008, and that was in a different sign, meaning there was a different circumstances, like there were different kind of vibrations, different topics. And now they are meeting after so long time, hugging each other, drinking tea together in the sky in your house of money. How is that? Pisces, my dear Pisces, second house is your house of money. That's an amazing meetup that will happen on 5th of March. But their influence, they are aspect influence we've been feeling already since February, because they came close enough to each other to influence our lives, and especially your life in terms of money. And it will last until end of April. So all these 3 months, February, March, and April, you will you will have this aspects influence in your house of money, and it will, of course, will be coming as an events, like materialized events into your life. And these two nodes, South Node and North Node, they are mathematical points. You cannot look at them in the sky. They are automatically calculated when you draw up your natal chart, like by putting your birth date, time is very important, and place of your birth, on any online, this calculator of natal chart, and it is calculated, and you can see where is your North Node and where is your South Node. And Chiron, the North Node that's gonna meet with Chiron is an asteroid. You can actually see it on the sky, and Chiron is, according to Greek mythology, is believed to be a healer, great healer and teacher, and it's believed to be half horse, half human, such a mythical creature. Now they are, togetherness will bring a few topics into your life. I will mention few. I will try to give you as much as possible topics that might come up into your life, but not all of them will manifest, meaning only one or two will be happening in your life. It all depends on different Pisces, and different lives that we have, different circumstances. Depends what is our life right now and where we are, what stage we are at, right? So let's begin with topics. Second house, it's your financial situation, your financial house, and your financial situation might get a boost, fresh air, because Chiron is a healer. And if you've been recently experiencing some sort of scarcity in your financial, situation, like not enough money, then now it will get a boost. And you could be actually, you could start teaching others on financial literacy or how to invest, anything that is connected to money. You might start some teaching courses on how to spend like wisely, how to, earn also, how to boost your earning abilities, and how like helping in general others with their finances. You might start this kind of thing. It might be that if you've been like recently, let's say insolvent or that and low on money, that will get improved. Or there might be 2 more sources of income coming your way. For some Pisces, there are 2 more sources you will discover to earn more money. Or if it's not 2 more sources, then it might be meeting 2 people who will help you financially. You might be consulting with financial advisor maybe, or accountant, or both of them. Because why 2? Because Chiron is associated with number 2. Because as I said, it's a mythical creature and consists of 2 incompatible parts. And number 2 is always like attributed to Chiron. And here it might be 2 people you will be meeting and talking about the money, some sort of this kind of situation. And it's been already at play since February. Might have been already. Or 2 sources, more additional sources to fund yourself, your future. For some Pisces, it will be about resources. Now, if you are not like, okay, I have enough money, I'm okay with money, then it might be about resources. Second house is also all types of resources, like our energy, food that we take. It's also our resources. Now, new energy, might be like healing energy coming into your life. You might start eating good food. Psychological resources also here. You might be, meditating or start meditating, or yoga practices or Pilates, so to boost your energy levels. You might kind of, rediscover for yourself new ways of sustaining your energy levels. For some Pisces, it will be about self-esteem. Second house is self-esteem, and your self-esteem is going to have, an improvement, or you will be meeting someone like, let's say, your mentor, your future mentor, or you will be the one. Actually, you will be the mentor to other people, so that they will get improvements with their self-esteem. You might help them to, love themselves. Or if you've been having such an issue, then now you will, finally realize that you are the one who should be loved and by yourself, Second house is also house of priorities, what we value in our life, be it a love, friendship, money, family, all these things, what we value, what is valuable for us in life. This is our second house. And for some Pisces, the topics around this time might be, your values are shifting. Like universe is like showing you to the, to the healing path. Like you will be, I think, making priorities different. Priorities might be coming up into your life. And universe will be pushing you to do that. Or actually teaching someone on priorities and values. And dear Pisces, don't forget to check your moon sign and rising sign too. All of us, we consist of 3 signs, not 1. So when you draw up your natal chart, you check where is your moon when you were born, and which sign was rising on horizon, meaning ascendant. It's also called ascendant in the natal chart. So these 2 signs, your rising ascendant sign or moon sign. Now all these 3 and sun sign, are all important. And did you know the fact that horoscopes are usually written for ascendant, for your rising sign, not for the sun sign? But all three are affecting our life. And for some people, our ascendant will be stronger and it will be influencing stronger, bringing more events. And for some people, it will be moon. If the moon is placed very strongly in the natal chart, and it will be more influential rather than sun or ascendant. So go ahead and check all the forecasts on my channel for your ascendant and moon signs too. Now, let's move to Mercury, planet of communication, signing contracts. And if you do, if you will have just like a contract to sign it this month, and preferably before 24th of March, because next month it will start retrograding, meaning moving backwards and slowing down everything, making mistakes, redoing everything in April, So April is not the month to sign papers, so that you know, simply speaking. Now, 10th of March, right? A few hours before new moon, because on 10th of March, same day, we have a new moon of our month. And Mercury will slip into your house of money, bringing actually contractual agreements to sign about your salary, about your commission, about your, service reward. Or it might be you are buying a car or house around 10th of March. And you will be busy with all these documents, purchase documents or selling deals as well. And it might be that you will be thinking about your earnings, like your earning abilities, how else I can earn, what kind of skills I have, or how you use your energy. Your mind will be on that too. You might have been thinking like that you don't want to spend a lot of time to earn like this much money. Instead, I would like to, use my energy in a more proficient way, effective way, so that I will earn more and I will stay still on a energy level high. It might be that you will be brainstorming ideas about your finances, mostly with family or your spouse, like your husband or long-term partner, love partner, or your wife. And in general, your family, if you're not married and if you're single. It might be that your talks will be surrounding all these topics about money. And 10th of March, as I said, we have same day new moon in your sign. My dear Pisces, this new moon will be very important for you. Each of us get one new moon per year, each sign. And this new moon will be in your sign, in your first house. And guess what? Planet of surprise Uranus will be beaming an opportunity to that new moon. Oh my goodness, I love this new moon for you, my dear Pisces. And those who are born on 10th of March, of course, plus or minus 5 days, meaning from 1st March and up until 15th of March, will be influenced by this new moon the most. And of course, all of us will have our portion of news from this new moon. And new moons, or like in astrology, any new moons, any full moons, they act 10 days in a period of 10 days. They appear, meaning in this case it will be on 10th of March. You might expect news already beginning from 5th of March up until 15th of March. This 10-day period will be influenced by this new moon, and we all will be getting the news of this full moon. Only few of us, new moon, only few of us will be getting, exactly on that day. Usually like new moons or full moons appear, but most of us, we get news around these 10 days, within these 10 days. Now, I will again mention few topics for you that might be coming up into your life, but not all of them will be manifested. Again, it depends what is your situation right now. Now, Uranus, planet of surprises, is situated in your house of communication, and this new moon will receive an opportunity aspect, and this new moon will be in your sign. New moons are all about new beginnings. Something new is starting in your life, my dear Pisces, and quite unexpected. Don't miss the chance and grab it, whatever will come up to you, because that will be a surprise thing. Uranus is a surprise planet. It might be a travel somewhere, actually, short distance travel, not far, with your siblings. Like if you have brothers or relatives. If you don't, brothers or sisters. If you don't, then it might be relatives. So you might travel with your relatives somewhere very not far, or that they might pay a visit and surprise a visit for you, my dear Pisces. And this is your birthday month. Happy birthday, my dear Pisces. And they might be, talking with each other to make a surprise for you. And this would be it. Could be a contract. For some Pisces, it will be a contract. Might be to perform or to give a speech on radio, or to talk a show, like some speech at talk show, or to sing. It might be contract on that, the creative areas. Also, maybe you will start speaking a different language. Some Pisces who are multilinguals, then you might even start speaking a different language, because your surrounding people and your surrounding environment will suddenly change. Maybe because you will travel somewhere, you will have to speak, a different language, or maybe you will be all of a sudden, maybe you're celebrating your birthday in a different country, and you will have to speak a different language. You will find yourself in this kind of situation, or you will be surrounded by foreigners, Another thing might be that you will have this courage to change something in your appearance quite radically, all of a sudden newfound braver, you will be brave enough to finally, maybe dye your hair, or totally change your style, or try to wear something you've never worn, here's a very surprise a minute change, because this new moon is a new thing, and it might be about your appearance, because first house is house of appearance, how we look like, who you are, showing yourself. There will be an opportunity to show yourself. As I said, maybe you will have an opportunity to sing, or it might be you will start driving a car. For some Pisces, the topic will be about transportation. Might be you will start driving a car, but you never did it before, or taking these driving lessons, because you will need it somehow. You might need it now. Or for some Pisces, those who are studying especially, it will be an exam day, and you will sit an exam on this 10th new moon, 10th of March, around this day, 10 days, 5 days plus or 5 days minus. And I just would like to say about one hiccup about this new moon, and in general about month of March. As I said in the beginning, there will be two planets who will be quarreling with each other, arguing with each other, and their argument will reach the highest boiling point on the 9th of March, right before new moon appears. And those two planets are Uranus, surprise planet, and Mars, planet of war, also planet of activities, planet of drive, motivation. It's a very, very fiery planet. And Mars will be transiting exactly that point where last month in February we had new moon. 9th of February we had new moon, and Mars will come exactly to that point, that degree, and will activate the message of that new moon for those who say, nope, I didn't feel that new moon, I didn't have any sudden changes, I didn't have any upsetting news, because that new moon on February 9th was not the one of the pleasants, It was unexpected, sudden, and unpleasant news. Each of us, we got this kind of news, and if you didn't, then Mars will come when it comes to this point and activates that point, that degree in your natal chart. It might bring that news to you. But never mind, these two you might be not even feeling, because the new moon in your sign the next day on 10th of March will be so beautiful, and Uranus will be supporting this new moon. I think you will not even pay attention to these two planets' arguments. And if you would like to, know more about what kind of news might be coming up, then go back and check February forecast for your sign, my dear Pisces, on my YouTube channel. And I gave there a few topics that might have been, came up into your life in February 9th, around February 9th, by that new moon. So that you will get overall picture, or, some suggestions of what kind of news might be coming up into your life. Literally, my moon is in Pisces in my natal chart, so that I will give you an example how that new moon of 9th of February was unpleasant and sudden news for me, that I actually lost money, but not big, just small money over travel. Like, that did not happen because of unexpected situations in my life, and because of some other things going on, and which I didn't totally expect that would happen, and I had to cancel that trip, and the money, I did not get a refund of money and for that trip, and that was the unfolding news for me. But of course, it did not happen exactly on 9th of February, but it happened around 7th of February. So you see, new moon, any new moons and full moons, they act within 10 days. Just remember that. Now, and anyhow, your ruler, Neptune, my dear Pisces. Neptune is the planet of imagination, planet of all the things we, inspire, our inspiration. And Neptune will be supporting you whole month from your first house. It is as strong as possible, my dear Pisces. Now let's move to love. Venus, planet of love and beauty, and also money. On 11th of March, will visit your sign, will visit your first house. And guess what? Venus is exalted in your sign. That happens to be your first house. Exalted meaning, all planets in astrology have a sign where they are exalted, meaning exaltation sign, meaning where they have the best characters possible. They can show themselves off. They can, in a very positive way, from their positive side, they can show their best qualities. They can bring their best gifts. They can shower us with this star sprinkles and everything. So Venus's exaltation sign is your sign, my dear Pisces. And Venus is planet of love and beauty, the place where it is showing the best energy and best gifts of this planet, of itself, shining like a star, attracting. When Venus in our house, in our sign, in our first house, we all feel like a star, like we are shining stars, like everyone attracted to us, everyone are watching us, like they are eyes on us, feeling like we are in love with life, we are in love with ourselves. This is very right timing for your birthday, my dear Pisces. Some of you will catch this feeling. And this will be the time to get gifts in the form of money, also could be from other people for your birthday, my dear Pisces. And you will spend your birthdays in amazing ways, having Venus in your sign. Okay, Sun, giver of life, light of our universe, on 20th of March will be moving into your house of money, shining, bringing your attention right on time to your value house, the house of values, what you value in life, and what, be it a family, be it money or friendship or relationships, your financial status and self-esteem. All these things are in your second house. And Sun coming here will be, shining light on these topics in your life. And 20th of March happens to be a spring equinox. Spring is here finally. And spring equinox is when we have the same amount of daylight and nightlight. And after this date, they will start being longer finally. I love summers. I can't wait. Now, planet of action and motivation, planet of drive. Our, where we put our energy in. Mars in your chart on 23rd of March will move into your sign, into your first house, bringing energy to your life. When Mars is in the first house, we get to be so active. I love when Mars is in the first house, because then you will have so much energy to accomplish so many things that you let's say, usually wouldn't. Bringing energy to your life, revitalizing it, moving forward with your new solar year, my dear Aries. Solar year is, in astrology, it's meaning your birthday. So it's like the year that starts on your birthday. So you recently, before this 23rd of March, you had your portion of birthday month, my dear Pisces, and Mars moving to your sign will bring this motivation, this drive to start your solar year, your birthday year, with an amazing new kind of engine inside you to accomplish things that you're gonna put your mind on. Might be even getting, let's say, a new haircut, because Mars is all things sharp, including scissors, and so you might be actually changing something in your appearance for your new beginnings. Also, travels are in store for your around 23rd of March for you, my dear Pisces. And March will be wrapping up with eclipse. First one in this 2024. Eclipses, they are like elevators of the universe. They put you from the first floor to the 10th floor, to where we would be getting in 10 years, if not these eclipses, and eclipses, they have a power of 10 full moons or new moons. This 25th of March, we will have full moon lunar eclipse, meaning it will has 10 times power. And eclipses, they affect our life in a way that it changes completely. We are never the same again. And eclipses, any eclipses, they act within 6 months. If just, let's say, full moons and new moons, they act within 10 days. Eclipses, they act within 6 months, meaning 3 months before, 3 months after. Within this period of 6 months, it will be the life that colored by eclipses news that they would be bringing into your life. And eclipses, it's an amazing tool of the universe to finally put our attention to the situation that was already building up there, bubbling up until this point. And it will demand your attention. It will demand from you action on that, You will have to make some sort of a decision here. Now, full moons are like big projectors. They put light on the situation, and that mostly was already quite for a long time playing out in your life, and will finally reach their resolution and solution here on around this 25th of March lunar eclipse. But for some Pisces, for some of us, it might be already 25th of February. Something radical will be happening in life. Eclipses bring situations that happen once in life, like, marriage, or giving birth for the first time, or divorcing, or like life-changing, destiny kind of situations happen. And eclipses bring those situations that your life is totally different than it was. Okay, and this eclipse will have amazing, huge support from karmic planet Pluto, planet of transformation. That is amazing full moon lunar eclipse, my dear Pisces, and it will happen in your house of magic, in your house, of a mystical house, 8th house. And Pluto will be positioned itself in another your spiritual house, 12th house. Now I will give you a few again topics that might be playing out in your life, but again, 1 or 2 might come up, but not all, because we live different lives, all of us, right? Now let's begin. 8th house is the house of inheritances, something from your family, or even someone like external, not necessarily your family. You might be getting an inheritance around this full moon lunar eclipse, and that will be for a long time. You will own that inherited, whatever, real estate or transportation for the next 20 years, I guess. I mean, that's what universe is indicating to. 8th house is also, as I said, it's also a house of, it's a psychological houses, 8th and 12th house, that is playing out at this lunar eclipse. It's about psychology. It's a mental, health. And some sort of healing is on the way for you, my dear Pisces. If you've been having kind of, beating up yourself around some topic, you will stop it finally. And eclipse will give you this realization and will bring you healing. So stay tuned, my dear Pisces. Another thing, as I said, this is a magical houses. It's a houses of magic and mystic. Now, astrology, spirituality, it's a numerology, these kind of things, spirituality houses. You might become heavily interested, like hugely, or massively, you might be investing quite a lot of energy into this area. You might be reading a lot about these kind of topics and subjects. Also, something magical might happen around this full moon lunar eclipse, because your magical house is so much activated and you are so psychic, my dear Pisces. Something magical might happen, around this time. Or if you've been studying on psychology or this kind of trying to get a skill or education around the spirituality topics, you might be finishing your studies and graduating and getting your diploma on that. Congratulations for those Pisces. Some of you, my dear Pisces, might be finishing your studies in general, not necessarily around that time. And that topic. And most probably those studies were from a foreign, colleges, universities, somewhere from very far you've studied than home. And now you will be coming back home. Your studies will be finishing, graduating. This was for those who are young Pisces, who were studying. Okay. For some Pisces, there is a travel in store. And actually your partner, let's say if you have a partner like a husband or wife, or long-term partner like long-term boyfriend or girlfriend or love sweetheart, your partner also might travel far to foreign destination, somewhere foreign, or he or she might get good offer, also job offer that will improve his or her financial state. And in return, of course, your financial situation, right? Because that is a shared finances house, the finances that you share with your partner. 8th house, that is what it indicates, and which will be good for you too. Or your partner might be getting that inheritance, actually. Might be getting a house from grandparents, like some sort of inheritance. If it's not you, then it might be your spouse. Or boyfriend or girlfriend, but it's very important that it's a long-term, not the short-term relationships. Now, 8th house is also house of all sorts of scholarships, funding, government funding, help, some sort of bank loans. If you're studying, then this funding, this scholarship for your studies, might be like, actually, because you're graduating, it will stop, right? Or if you've been building some project and you've got your funding, one-time funding, you might also receive that around this new moon, or you've already finished that. It's also alimony, like money for kids. If you've been like in a divorce situation, this lunar eclipse will help you to get, to apply for alimony, let's say, and to get that. Some Pisces will be like, you and your partner might be buying a property, and that property most probably will be in a different country, not in your country. And also might be like by the sea, in some sort of nature, somewhere in the nature. If that is the case, please let me know. I would really appreciate to know what this eclipse's messages were for you, my dear Pisces. Please leave in the comments what was the message from this lunar eclipse, if you already got one or you will be getting one under this forecast on my YouTube channel. Another topic that I would also mention for you here about this eclipse, my dear Pisces, is you might be finishing actually paying a debt or closing a loan, like closing a bank loan that you took in the past. Ooh, that's an amazing news, isn't it? This eclipse has that power to finally be free, release yourself from, owing money to a bank or to someone else. And boom, it's a conception house. 8th house is about conception. If you are on this fertility journey, you might get pregnant. This eclipse has that power to bring you pregnancy. Now that's really a strong indicator, actually. So like if you've struggled actually on this journey, you have some sort of issues, and I don't know, maybe it's your choice to do, let's say, IVF, then do it now, around this date. March 25th is your date for those who are hoping to get pregnant and for those who are on this fight, and you will have positive results. Trust the universe, and they are giving you this golden chance with this lunar eclipse. Also, 8th house and the 12th house is the houses of health, healing, as I said, like in a mystical way, in a mysterious, magical way. And this healing might especially happen during your travel, when you will be traveling, you know. And also, 8th house is the house of crisis house. You know, it's a crisis situation house. And if there was a situation that was stressing you out in your life, that situation will finish now, might come to an end. And that situation might be already long at play in your life, like from your past, even like already lasting. But now this will be the end. This eclipse will say, finish, stop. You will never again face this crisis in your life, and you will leave it behind. And in general, full moons, when they appear in a magical house, they usually bring secrets to the surface. You might know a few secrets, especially from about money of your partner, or some financial situation, some, situations surrounding inheritance. So stay tuned, my dear Pisces. This was your horoscope for March, and I wish you the best March possible, my dear Pisces. Bye-bye.